Chad, obviously, you deserve a lot of credit for stepping in on short notice. It was a great fight while it lasted. How did things play out versus your expectations? How did Conor feel in there versus what you thought you would see?
You know, I felt like I was doing great the first 2 rounds. You know, especially that second one, I was controlling the fight the whole time. But you know, I took a risk. I went for the submission. I probably should have just stayed there and kept throwing the elbows. But you know, I'm trying to finish the fight, and that's a risk you take, and that's the fight game. So he was able to get to his feet. You know, I was pretty damn tired, honestly, at the end of that round. You know, but I took that fight on short notice. That's a risk I was taking, and you know, I'd absolutely love to get back in there again with a full training camp to try that. So hopefully we can make that happen one day.
I know you don't like to make excuses or say anything, but you know, there are people saying the stoppage with just a few seconds left in the round was premature. I know you probably haven't seen it yet, but what's your thought? Do you feel like you needed more time?
I mean, I'll have to see. I have no idea, but you know, I remember getting back to the feet and just feeling tired. My feet were planted. You know, that's the mistake I made, and Conor was able to stand there in front of me and tee off. You know, and you know, that's the mistake I made, and I'll have to, you know, go back and watch. I don't know how fast, you know, the stoppage was or anything, but yeah, I mean, if Herb thought it was done, then it's done. You know, he's the ref. He's the one that makes that decision, not me.
Welcome to One on One with John Morgan, ladies and gentlemen.
Last question for you. I apologize. Last question. You have been in there now with Conor McGregor. You've been in there with Jose Aldo. We know they're fighting next. Can you be the first one to offer a prediction on that?
I'm just gonna say Jose is a different beast, man. He's a tough dude. So that's a fight that I'm looking forward to watching, but it's gonna be a good one.
Chad, in the first round, you know, he landed a couple shots on you. How heavy were his hands? You know, I mean, were his hands, you know, when you early in the fight, was he a heavy-handed guy?
I mean, I think more than anything, he's accurate, and I think that's what plays into the I guess the success he has with his punches. But I mean, nothing really was like overwhelmingly powerful, but I mean, he's got power, but like I said, he's more accurate, I'd say, than anything.
And then you touched on it a little bit when you talked about, you know, you decided to go for the finish as opposed to keep dropping the elbows. When you were dropping the elbows, could you feel him weakening? Did you feel like, you know, he was seriously hurt because he was cut from the eye? You landed 3 or 4 really big ones. Did you feel like maybe he was weakening at all?
Yeah, I mean, I think so, but I mean, you got to give it to him. The guy didn't stop talking shit the entire time. So, I mean, I was hitting him with everything I had, and the guy was still running his mouth. So, I mean, that's Conor, I guess.